I want to share a moment with you that happened over the weekend during the Super Bowl that I'm not proud of. Yes, you heard me right. Coming from a place of vulnerability, I want to share something that I experienced with you just to connect from the pureness of my heart. And by now, you've all probably seen it, right? The moment that the cameras captured Travis Kelce approaching Coach Andy Reid with what looked like a very heated discussion, passionate, not even a conversation, right? A passionate comment, could appear aggressively that he bumped into him or pushed him and had some choice words for him. And I have to share with you, in that moment, I found myself judging him. And I'm a huge Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce, like their family. I'm a big fan, listen to their podcast. And in that moment, I quickly made a judgment and immediately was like, I just lost respect for him. And as I'm picking up my phone and starting to scroll social media and see some people immediately posting, I'm kind of nodding my head and almost quick to the trigger myself to post and tell the world that I lost respect for him. And then I went, hold on a second. What am I doing? Who am I to judge someone else for their behaviors, for their actions, for their words, when I'm not even there and I don't even know the whole story? The cameras caught one piece of that and showed it on TV, showed it all over social media, but that was one piece. And I ask you this, I realized, wow, if one small snapshot of some of the not so great choices I've made in my life were projected on a Jumbotron in front of a stadium of people and all over social media, I might not look my best either. And yet, it's one small piece, one small moment, and nobody else but me knows the whole story. Did you in fact know that Travis Kelce went over, hugged Coach Andy Reid, apologized after he did that? No, because they didn't show it. We didn't find out until 3 days after the fact because of how much judgment and heat he was taking for what he did and what people didn't see. And so I ask you to think about that. It reminded me, right? Sometimes I think, oh, I'm doing such a good job. I'm trying so hard not to judge others. And in a moment, I was tested and I failed. And I'm grateful that I didn't take to social media. And I am happy now that I've been able to think about that in terms of my own life. Look, for instance, right now, those of you that know me, snap judgment, somebody takes a screenshot with my hands up in the air and my wedding ring's not on. Immediately, right? Other people can start thinking about that, telling stories. What's going on? Only I know that story, right? And my husband and my closest friends. Well, matter of fact, in December, I injured my finger and I cannot get my wedding ring off when I put it on over my knuckle, right? But again, that's a snapshot. And we see snapshots of people's lives and we create a reality that isn't their reality. It's not what really happened. So let's use this great example from the Super Bowl to reflect on how we respond and how we perceive and think about other people and making sure and double checking ourselves that we're not quick to judgment, that we take a minute and think about, wow, if that was me, if that happened to me, how would I feel? There were a couple other great lessons I learned through the Super Bowl too, and if you're interested in hearing those and you're not already on my email list, send me a message, drop your email with me. That's going to be going out tomorrow, and I'd love for you to hear some other things I learned specifically about halftime show, halftime performers, and even some of the amazing relationships going on in the NFL right now. Have an amazing day, everybody, and remind yourself not to be quick to judge others.